Oh no! Hello, welcome, it's Coco's Vibing. Today we're with Infinity Plus 05, and we're reacting to Shay Frelis's Free Birds Theory. Reggie and Jake are Sans and
Let me out
Papyrus.
of here.
No. Not after last time.
No.
Happy Thanksgiving, or Turkey Day, if you go by Animal Crossing.
Isn't Thanksgiving tomorrow?
Yeah, this is coming out tomorrow! They're today!
Well, you better end fast then, or else I'm gonna have to update the show to didn't that happen yesterday?
We talked about this to you! That this is our Thanksgiving special!
I was never told about this!
Yes, you were! Anyway, we're gonna watch it.
Alright, roll the video.
Funding for Freebirds Theory is provided by Surfshark VPN.
Not sure, Surfshark.
Find out about their special Black Friday.
Alright,
I hate surfing with sharks.
I'm gonna turn it down a little, cause... Yeah, okay.
Friday deal.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving.
Is that a game theory reference or film theory?
This is truly the game theory of all time.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Freebirds Theory, the only show where I exclusively talk about the 2013 animated film Freebirds and absolutely nothing else. So, obviously, there's a lot that could be said about this movie. From the way it's impeccable
like how the
blocking
editing
and
style is
framing
also like
evokes
old game
similar
theory.
sweeping vibes as Casablanca, to the brilliant references it makes to the Passion of Joan of Arc, to the way that Jake is very obviously an allegory for Jesus. But that's baby stuff. Anyone could tell all that just by looking at this masterpiece of a film.
We should
Here's
watch
something you
Freebirds
might not
next
have
year.
noticed. This movie has a very subtle connection
We should
to the
pirate
hit indie video game
For-
Undertale. You might be thinking, yeah, we already know that.
Yes,
theory.
obviously.
Miles
Everything's
Standish
connected
is
to
W.G.
Undertale.
Gaster because he gets warped across time and space during the climax of the film.
Jesus,
It's the
no.
most clear-cut and obvious Freebirds theory in
So if Sans is Ness, but Sans is also Reggie and or Jake. That means that in the FNAF
Sans is
movie...
also in your backyard.
I don't have a backyard. But that also means that Scott Cawthon should have named MatPat in the FNAF movie either Reggie or Jake, as well as Ness. Like, his last name is like Ness Reggie or Reggie Ness. Reggie Ness!
Hello, Internet. My full name is Ness Sans Papyrus Reggie Jake the Third.
Not the third! Oh no, it's true.
existence. But what if I told you that wasn't the end of it? There's a much more layered and nuanced theory buried deep underneath the obvious tip of the iceberg here.
So then
And
here's
it involves
Gaster.
the main characters of both worlds.
Gaster is the
What if I
time
told
machine?
you that Reggie
mm.
and Jake are actually Sans and Papyrus? Don't believe me?
No.
Oh, you will.
Say
First,
what?
Let's consider the obvious here. Notice how Reggie's color scheme is blue, while Jake's is red. And also notice how Jake is significantly taller than Reggie. You know what that reminds me of? Our two kooky skeleton friends, Sans and Papyrus.
What?
If you think that's where the
No.
similarities stop? Oh man, am I about to blow your mind wide open with this next bit. You see, in the movie Freebirds, Jake leads the Turkey Freedom Front, an organization dedicated to going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Now, who exactly is the Turkey Freedom Front opposing here? Why, that would
For a second I thought it was a woman. I'm like, what did we do?
On Thanksgiving, Jake is explicitly leading an anti-human organization. And I think you'll remember a certain someone from
AHL.
Undertale who had a particular fixation on capturing humans. That's right. Jake and Papyrus both have explicitly anti-human goals in their respective stories.
Do you hate humans?
It's almost as if they're the same
I
person.
hate myself
But what are the
a lot.
odds of that?
Oh.
Very high. as I'll showcase in my next point. In Freebirds, Jake is always making plans in order to sabotage the humans, including blowing up their munitions so they can't hunt the turkeys. You know who else comes up with elaborate plans like this? That's right, it's our good friend Papyrus, who came up with increasingly silly methods to try and capture Fritz.
So then is he a
Jake is
crossword
that
or the
multicolored
jumble?
floor trap. Come on.
The
But
Daily
Jake's not the
Jumble.
only one
Obviously,
with a
the
skeletal
pilgrims
secret
are
to hide.
the
Let's turn our attention
the
over
title
to
maze
Reggie.
puzzle.
Towards the end of the film, Reggie is greeted by two versions of him from the future who tell him that he needs to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Shockingly, the space-time
gotta go back
continuum
in
doesn't
time.
rupture from there being 3 Reggies
To the
all
first
in the same
Thanksgiving.
place. This implies that it's
Get
incredibly
turkeys off the
easy for
menu.
alternate versions of Reggie to visit Reggie Prime and give him crucial information
Reggie.
about alternate timelines. And if that sounds familiar, that's because there's a certain Undertale character with intimate knowledge of
Undone,
alternate
Undone.
timelines. That's right, Sans Understand.
Toriel.
The reason he
Aw.
always seems to know more than he lets on, and why he's knowledgeable about all the alternate timelines you
My
create
second
as
guess
the
was
player,
Muffet.
is because variations of him from those timelines
My guess
visit
was
him
so sorry.
and let him know all this. And that's because Sans is really the great turkey. And since Sans is also Ness, that provides an even stronger connection to Freebirds via
It's
the
MatPat.
sacred time knob. In Mother 3, there's a doorknob item that keeps popping up throughout the adventure all the way up until the end. And since we know Reggie exists in this universe, we know that that doorknob is the sacred time knob. On top of all that, let's consider some other things about
What's
Sans.
that?
Because
What?
of his intimate knowledge of timelines, he just
Wait,
doesn't
have you
quite
never
fit
seen
in
like
with the rest.
Sans.mp4?
No.
Alright, we need to watch that later.
Alright, we'll watch it after Redacted.
Of the world of monsters. Pretty similar to how Reggie didn't quite fit in with his turkey flock, since he was so much more knowledgeable than the rest of them. Plus, in the true pacifist ending of the game, as the group looks out onto the horizon, Papyrus asks Sans about the giant ball in the sky. Sans says, quote, "We call that the sun." Why would Papyrus not know the name of the sun, but Sans would? I mean, they're both turkeys,
suspicious.
so surely they would both be equally knowledgeable
Very
about
sus.
what the sun is. Hey, on a completely unrelated note, let me play one of my absolute favorite scenes from Freebirds.
Firecorn! That's an awesome theory, but I think they actually call that the sun.
Hey, wait a minute. It seems to me like Reggie is the only turkey
No,
who
no.
knows what the sun is. Jake is shown throughout the movie to
Oh,
be
hell
kinda
nah.
stupid, while Reggie
Wait,
is
this came out a
clearly
year
smarter
before
than the rest of
Undertale.
his species. And these scenes work in tandem.
Right?
as
You mean the
pretty solid
Undertale
evidence
demo?
that Reggie and
No, this came out 2
Sans
years before
are
the official
one and the
release for
same.
Undertale.
We get further clues as to Sans' origin
that-
as we hear him say multiple
that's what I
times
thought.
that he
1
wants
year
to
seemed
go
to be
home
right.
or go back.
It was 1
The
year
genocide
after
run during this boss
FNAF.
fight, he says this: "Look, I gave up trying to go back a long time ago." End quote.
He wants to
And
be with
before
his
you
bird
say he means
friends.
Going back to the surface world, that's clearly not the full
Why
story.
would you ever
His
wanna go
very
back to
next
the
line
first
of dialogue
Thanksgiving to
is,
get
and
Sans
getting to
off
the
the
surface
menu?
doesn't really appeal anymore either. Keyword here is either. Yes, he seems to hail from the surface and wants to go back, but based on his dialogue, he no longer considers it his home. It's as though the surface world he once knew is gone, as though he's from a different time. And
No,
you see
no,
where
no,
I'm
no,
going
no.
with this, right? That time is
Da-na-na-na-na.
1621, the year of the first Thanksgiving. He can no longer go back
Get
to
turkey.
Jenny and all of his friends
Off
during that
the-
time period because he's now trapped in a different time. But I bet you're wondering,
Ah,
okay, you
jump scare.
presented me with irrefutable evidence that Reggie and Jake are Sans and Papyrus. But how exactly did they get to the
No.
underground and, more importantly, become skeletons?
Ah.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Remember how when Reggie travels back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu without the protection Steve the Time Machine provides Jake, he transforms into various creatures? Well, that's what happened. During a time travel mishap where Reggie and Jake were unprotected by Steve's shield, they permanently lost all of their skin and got stranded in
plus ratio.
Undertale time. And how do I know all this? Because in Sans' room, there's a mysterious machine that's covered up by a tarp. And there's no other explanation possible. That machine is Steve, broken after stranding the two turkeys here. Thus, they assumed the identities of Sans and Papyrus, two skeleton brothers who seamlessly blend in with the rest of the residents of the underground. And that's not the only interesting detail present in Sans' secret room. There's also some sort of mysterious, unexplained badge here. Now, what could that possibly be? I'll tell you, it's very clearly a reference to the Presidential Service Badge, which according to Wikipedia is awarded
Not
to members of the
Wikipedia.
US Army, Navy, Air Force,
No,
Space
not
Force, Marine
Wikipedia.
Corps,
A
Coast
free
Guard,
online
as well as
source
other members
anybody
of the
can edit.
uniformed services. And I quote, also, it can be given to the Great Turkey. I mean, the Pardon Turkey. Yeah, this is a thing that can definitely happen. And Reggie is the Pardon Turkey in Freebirds. Thus, he was likely given this medal off
I
screen
love the
by the...
implication that he just edited the article right before doing this.
What? No, that was official by the government, actually. The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
President of the United States. And if you're seriously not convinced after all that airtight evidence, then take a look at this 100% genuine, unedited clip from Freebirds.
Now, I don't want to go toot my own horn, but toot toot toot.
And there you have it. That was undeniable proof that these turkey boys are actually the lovable duo Sans and Papyrus. So just remember that next time you eat a turkey on Thanksgiving, you're actually eating Sans Undertale. But hey, that's just a theory. A Freebirds theory. Thanks for watching.
That's an awesome
The
theory.
smartest show on the
Did you guys
menu.
know that MatPat canonically has watched my videos before?
Excellent analysis videos on the channel Shay Frillis Productions.
So,
Yo.
MatPat, if you're watching this and you want to collab on next year's Freebirds theory, just let me know.
Next year's?
Anyway, now it's time to hear from our sponsor.
Alright, wow. Do you want to hear from the sponsor? So, what are your initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts. This makes so much sense. Freebirds is canonically canonical to Undertale is canonically canon.
Mm-hmm.
I will now consume a skeleton.
For what reason?
Well, I mean, obviously I don't want to consume sand, so I need to consume some other form of skeleton instead.
Will you be having turkey today on Thanksgiving? Because this is coming out on Thanksgiving, so we have to. It's Thanksgiving.
What do you mean? Thanksgiving was 5 days ago.
No, it wasn't. Don't
It
no.
was last month. What are you talking about?
No. This is coming up on November 23rd, 2023.
Coco, it's been like a year. Thanksgiving is 5 days away.
No. Then Shay Frella should have another video for us to watch then.
Coco, it's been 70 years. Oh.
You're gonna be an old person. Wait, why am I still young? How come you? I like how it went from like 5 or a couple days to 5 years, and then 70 years, and then you just. And I'm still here. I'm still my redacted age. Wow.
I know. You're 5,438
Hey,
years old.
you can't say my age. No, we have to edit. Oh, I can't edit this. No. Yeah.
All right, Coco's social security number is 57467 8888888774888Q.
I don't even know my own social security, but I know there's no Q.
Well, now it's your social security number.
And now you leaked it.
Oh yeah, and if you're entering it, make sure The 8 is silent.
What? Wait, make sure to like and subscribe, please, so that I can pay for therapy.
Yeah, and donate to her. If you don't have money, I'll give you her credit card number. It's 111-111-1111. Okay.
They're gonna need the security number, the security code.
Oh yeah, sorry. Security code is 111, and the date is 1111.
So it expires in like 90 years.
No, it expired back in 2011.
I'm. Alright, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye!